I've just hit the record button, by the way. So
Okay. All right. Well,
stop all that cussing.
yeah, exactly.
Hello and welcome. I'm Kevin Briggs. This is Texas de Peru's secret sauce. And for those of you who don't know Texas de Peru, we send teams of surgeons down to Peru to help pour and deliver surgery for folks who otherwise wouldn't get it. We change a number of lives and we help a lot of people, and we have a lot of fun doing it. And I help lead that organization, and I'll talk more about it later if folks are interested in getting involved with us. But one of the things that we do here is there are tremendous leadership and life lessons that have been learned from what we've done there. And so we've put together this program to invite others aboard to share their secret sauce, their life lessons, the things that they're passionate about, the things that they would pass on to other folks. So in that vein, this show is Secret Sauce. So today we have an accomplished professional that I've known, golly, 20 plus years now, maybe. Jorge Fernandez. Jorge, welcome aboard.
Thank you. It's so good to be here, Kevin. It's great to reconnect, and I'm honored truly that you reached out to me.
Yeah, I think it's been something like 20 years now.
It's been a while.
I'm going to edit that part out because I don't want people to know how old we are. So, Jorge, for folks who don't know you, why don't you tell us a little bit about yourself, what you're into, and what you do?
I appreciate that. Yes, I'm Jorge Fernandez, and my current role is a regional vice president of business development at a company called Enjoin. And Enjoin is a physician-led continuing documentation improvement organization with a little bit of technology that's sprinkled in there. We've been around actually for over 37 years. The interesting part of Enjoin is that Dr. Gary Huff, who started the organization many years ago, was an ER physician. And I guess two claims of fame. One, he was one of the two physicians that worked on Elvis Presley under those circumstances weren't the best. He was basically dead on arrival, but they tried to revive him. And the second, of course, is creating this particular organization that I work for. He was a hot shot, and still is, I guess, today. But what happened that started this whole thing is that he got his hand slapped because his documentation wasn't too good, and so he said, "Well, I can't be that bad. I'm going to go visit with medical records director and see what's going on." Well, it turns out it's his sister-in-law that's the medical records director, and said, "Gary, sit down. Let me show you something here." And he delved into it and realized, oh my gosh, this is not too good, is it? And long story short is he ended up creating a team approach that included coders and CDI professionals and the physicians and medical records, and realized that, well, I've got to solve this. If it's happening here, it's got to be happening other places. And that's how we started. So
Gotcha.
But so, as far as my career, I've been in this business for 43 years, and I actually started in the provider space. I don't know if you know this, Kevin. I worked for Christus Santa Rosa here in San Antonio, where I happen to be today, as a junior staff auditor. And believe it or not, my first job was to get ready for DRGs back in 1983. So I worked with a couple of nurses and my director myself to make sure our documentation was appropriate for what was about to hit us.
Wow, that's going back a ways.
That is going back. And learned a lot of things there, and somehow got into becoming an AR analyst and got into revenue cycle. And then HCA picked me up, and I went to Houston and ran two of their hospitals, Spring Branch Memorial, which is unfortunately closed 4 years ago, and helped open up West Houston. And then because of my audit background and my revenue cycle ops, they moved me to Tulsa to do a turnaround, moved me to Plano because I want to get back to Texas. And UHS reached out to me, so I went to Greenville, Texas. So that was 16 years there on the provider side.
Yeah, that's remarkable. It's funny. I sometimes brag that I remember the red HCFA form.
I remember those too.
But was it the blue came before the red, right? Yeah,
I think the
that's it.
blue came before. We
Yeah,
had carbon copies.
I
The face sheets, they were like, I don't know, 7-ply and all that kind of stuff back in the day.
I remember implementing practice management systems in offices that had pegboard.
Oh gosh, yeah.
Oh,
We had a magnetic bedboard to basically keep track of where the patients were when they went
yep.
from 2 south to 5 north, and make sure that they're still there at midnight census, that kind of thing. So interesting times.
Yeah, it is one interesting thing about, having a little bit of gray hair. We've seen trends come and go.
Yeah,
And you know, sometimes we don't get too freaked about the next thing and have a little bit more of an even tone about it. But
right.
I tell